All right, so analyzing what we have in the video, uh, this is where we have. We're currently on the use of agile. So agile, like I said, is is used for both first and a point, and not used as to answer a question. So in said fi, Hassan al-ad, fi means in, and Hassan al-ad means a good condition. Now he has the next question. ماذا تحمل في يدك يا ساحر؟ تحمل, carrying. تحمل is a present tense verb فعل مضارع. حمل يحمل, to carry something. ماذا تحمل في يدك يا ساحر؟ Exactly. ماذا تحمل في يدك يا ساحر? What are you carrying in your hand? And literally we can say what are you holding? Contextually we can say what are you holding in your hand? Now we have mother. It's used for what? And we use mother means what? But in this case we use it with a verb usually. We cannot say mother is muta. You rather say masmu. But when you are using it with a verb, you say you put the that there. You say mother tafal. What are you doing? That's the difference between ma and mother in this case. And so tahmi, like I said, it's for car. It means car. Fi harfu harfu al. So and it says هذه this إنها سفارة إنها سفارة دروجة المعدلة. So they use the word دروجة. So but the right word that's used in the dictionary is I mean they use the word is it daruja or something? They use it differently in that video, but the right word is dahrujat. Dahrujatun. Okay, so that's the right word as used as found in dictionary. So the way they use that is a little different than what you can see in dictionary. Okay, but dialects are different, so the way we pronounce some things are quite different as well. So dahrujati al-mu'addala. So it says إنها سفارة دحروجة المعدلة. So it's my moderate weasel. Scooter is dahruj. Dahruja. So it's my moderate, my scooter's moderate weasel. That's what it means. Now if you look at this, what is the relationship between Sufara, Dahrujati, and Al-Mu'addala? Can someone analyze that? Sufara to Dahrujati Al-Mu'addala. So can someone analyze this whole sentence? It's something we have talked about before. And here we have the application. Because this is how you get to know things. You get to understand statements when they are said. If you can tell the grammatical arrangement, the grammatical usage, and that is form, meaning, form, and pronunciation. Yeah, I'm waiting for response for someone to analyze it.
Is it mudaf or mudaf ilayh?
It's part of it, but analyze further.
Safaratu is mudaf. Darajati is mudaf ilayh.
Okay, that's great. Sufara, sufara. This is the transcription to help you get it. سفارة is مضاف and دحروجتي مضاف إليه. How about the المعدلة? المعدلة, that is there. What is it doing there and what is the grammatical usage? Okay, yes. Try it. Try it. Okay, to make it easy, it's an adjective. You know, remember we talked about صفة adjective of مضاف مضاف إليه. So if it's an adjective, which of the word is adjective it is an adjective for?
Darajati is for al-mudallatu.
المعدلة.
Al-muhaddalat.
المعدلة. المعدلة. Sorry. المعدلة. So is it an adjective for دحروجة, دحروجتي, or السفارة, or السفارة? Yes. Okay, now to say fine, it is an adjective, a sifa, as a sifa for سفارة. إنها سفارة الدحروجة المعدلة. You give it a dhamma because now دحروجة is a feminine, سفارة is also feminine. So you cannot know whether al-mu'addala is for dahruja or suffara because they have the same gender. But the way you know is, with the i'rab. The way you know is with the i'rab. So we say that, or basically, it can also be whichever way. It depends on this kind of context. It depends on what we are adjectifying. If we meant to say that suffara is moderate, then al-mu'addala will be for the sifa for it. Or if we meant to say that The the Haruja is moderate, like what we translated, let's put as moderate weasel. So moderate weasel is the mu'addala is an adjective for sufara in this case because we are referring to the sufara as a moderate. But if we are intending that the harujati, if we are intending that the haruja is the one that we are referring to as being moderate, and then al mu'addala will be the adjective of the haruja. So, and then to differentiate between the two depends on the i'rab. So if we intend that al-mu'addal is an adjective for the haruja, so we say إنها صفارة الدحروجة المعدلة. You give it a kasra, because you are intending that the haruja is the owner of the adjective. Otherwise, you say if it is for صفارة, you say إنها صفارة الدحروجة المعدلة. So this is Sifa. This is what we learned. This is an application of what we learned uh, under the Sifa of Mudaf and Mudaf and Ilayh. So, it depends on whichever, in this case, whichever it is. Okay, so I believe you understand that. Okay, so that's what he said. إنها صفارة دحروجة المعدلة. So in this case, the صفارة is moderate, except otherwise. Now, so we have إنها is just a combination of inna and biha. That is here actually. Inna plus here gives you innaha. Okay, so and which is an emphasis, it means burial. So it says an adjective for sultana. Now it said istami'u ilayha. Listen to it, wastamti'u. So I want to believe that everyone else that has just joined the lesson, you have listened to the video. This is the analysis we are doing. We hope that you have listened to it. If you have listened to it, please send in whatever you jotted down as what you heard from the video. It's important. So after the analysis, each and every one of you will go back to the video and listen again to catch up on things that you did not hear in the first place and to see whether you can hear them again after the analysis. So it's استمعوا إليها واستمتعوا. This is to build your listening activity, listening skill. Okay, so when we get to the advanced, I mean, intermediate lesson, we do more of the listening skill. I send videos and you tell me what you see in the video, what you understand in the video, what are they doing, what are they saying, and this is how you sharpen your listening skill. استمعوا إليها واستمتعوا. Listen to it, واستمتعوا and enjoy. Okay, that's all. استمعوا إليها. So these are patterns of verb that we have not learned, but we'll do that in both advanced, intermediate, and advanced classes. Bismillah. Now, so that what we have here. You can go through the notes properly. Now, he said, Mal Amru, this officer came in. The officer came in and he said, Mal Amru, what's the matter? Mal Amru, what's the matter? So, and he said, after that, ماذا حدث هنا? What happened here? حدث يحدث. Happened, when something happens. ماذا حدث هنا? So I told us that we use ماذا for verb and we use ما for noun. So, ماذا حدث هنا? We can use ما for verb, but in that case, it's not be for question. Okay, so ماذا حدث هنا? What happened here? So, and then you can study these more of these things later. I'll just translate quickly. So these are the tests that we tested the other day. For these coming up upcoming tests, we'll set another question entirely because most of you have done this test before. So we'll set a new question entirely. Now, and one of the girls answered. He said, ربما عليك أن تسأل ساحر. ربما is for maybe, perhaps. عليك أن تسأل ساحر. So عليك أن تسأل. You should ask. Maybe you should ask. So that's what I mean. Maybe you should ask ساحر. ربما عليك أن تسأل ساحر. تسأل is a verb. And we know what verb is it. So تسأل, what kind of verb is تسأل? Let's have a quick revision. I've said it is a verb, but what kind of verb is it? What kind of verb is تسأل?
فعل مضارع.
Okay, فعل مضارع. Okay, sorry. Okay, فعل مضارع. So فعل مضارع for the second person. Okay, للمخاطب. للمخاطب. Alright, so that's what it is. So عليك is on you. So literally we translate it, I mean, contextually we just translate it as maybe you should ask. And we talk about an. An is one of the sister of in. Sister of inna. So but we use it in the middle of the word and it's usually used with a verb. And it means two or sometimes that. Okay, so now he responded. He said حدث عطل بسيط في الدحروجة وأنني وإنني سأصلح وإنني سأصلحه. So حدث عطل بسيط. عطل, wreckage or damage. عطل. wreckage or damage. Basit, simple. Basit means simple. And is an word and adjective. أقول بسيط في الدحروجة وإنني and definitely I will fix it. سأصلح أصلح يصلح. So إنني is إن plus النون الوقاية. إن plus نون وقاية plus ياء المخاطبة ياء المتكلم. إنني. Sometimes we may go without the noon. This noon is noon wiqaya. So you may go without it. So you can say inni. So you can say inni. Okay, so what we have. Now it says sahir. كف عن العبث. كف عن العبث. وعد إلى العمل. كف عن العبث. وعد إلى العمل. So عبث, it means لعب. Another word for عبث is لعب. لعب, play or game. لعب. لعب. لعب ولهو. Is that okay? So let's take note of that. So there are different ayahs in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned these words. Alright? And the word abatha was also used in the Quran uh, in one or two places. Okay? So that is that word. Let's take note of that. Now, kuffa. Kuffa means refrain. Kuffa means what? Refrain. To refrain something. Kuffa anil abad. Refrain from playing. Wa'ud. Ud is from the verb عاد يعود. وإن عدتم عدنا. Okay? So it's another word that is used in the Quran. So return إلى العمل. Return to your work. Return to your what? To your work. So that's what we have there. Now, if you want to talk about just one person, you say kuffa. You want to talk about a female, kuffi. Please let's take note of that. Let's take note of that. Uh, right? So we have kuffi for female, kuffa for two people, kuffu, yeah, for many people. So all of these word is especially used many times and in many places in the Quran. Is that okay? It's used in many places in the Quran. ألم تر إلى الذين قيل لهم كفوا أيديكم وأقيموا الصلاة. كفوا أيديكم وأقيموا الصلاة. So then for this ukfufna, that's for feminine. So just take note of that. By the time we get to verb properly, we'll learn all of those things and to become more clearer. So, but for now, just make sure that you take it as it is. So al-abath is an al-la'ib for meaning play. أو حسبتم أنما خلقناكم عبثا وأنتم لا ترجعون. Allah said that in an ayah in the Quran. So please let's take note of these things and put them into use. So we have ila al-amal. And it says ajal ya sayyidi. I mentioned the word ajal. So ajal, like I said, it's used to buttress. It means yes to buttress a point. So, and it's okay if you said ajal in that case because it's confirming what you said. Ajal, say yes. But you cannot use ajal when someone asks you a question. So someone asks you, are you going somewhere? And you say, yeah, yes, you don't say ajal in that case. You say no. So ajal, it's used in the case where you want to buttress a point. So maybe here it says, stop playing and return to work. If he says ajal, it's okay. Ajal, yes, okay, he said yes, sir. So that's what it means. Now, the officer has the girls. The kids, وَأَيْنَ أَنْتُمْ
Please, can you
ذَاهِبُونَ?
repeat the usage of agile?
Yes, ajal, like I said, it means yes, but it is used for buttressing a point. When someone says something and you want to say yes, that's okay. That's correct. So, for example, if uh, someone says to your daughter and says she's a good girl, and you say ajal, yes, ajal, she's a good girl. So she's a good girl, and you want to confirm that yes, she is a good girl. So ajal, here, uh, bintun jamila, yeah, bintun tayyiba, ajal. So ajal, in that case, you are using it to buttress a point, but you cannot use it to answer questions. So if someone says, al turidu al you want some water? You don't say ajal, you say now. So you don't use ajal to answer a question, you use it to buttress a point. I think that's understood, right? You use it to
Yes.
buttress a point or to show that you agree to somebody. So in this case, stop playing كف عن الأمل وعود كف عن الأمل فعود للأمل. And it says أجل يا سيدي. It means he agrees to what he says and he's ready to obey what he says. So that's how we use أجل. وأين أنتم ذاهبون في هذا الصباح المشرق? Where are you going in this bright morning? الصباح المشرق صفة موصوف. أين أنتم ذاهبون? Where are you going? أنتم ذاهبون is جملة اسمية. أنتم ذاهبون. Okay, so في هذا الصباح المشرق. Where are you going this bright morning? So, and that's what that means. So we can study the expression properly. And he said, سنذهب في نزهة إلى الغابة. سنذهب في نزهة. نزهة, it means picnic. It means to take a walk, to go on an excursion. That's what nuzha means. So نذهب في نزهة. We are going on an excursion or on a walkout or on a outing. So, or on a picnic. So whatever, you can use nuzha in that case. Just the walk, relaxation walk. So نذهب في نزهة إلى الغابة. We are going on an excursion, on a walk to the ghaba, to the forest. Al-ghaba means forest. Okay, so that's what that is. And number 15, وسنبحث عن النباتات الأزهار النادرة. وسنبحث. I thought this scene is a sign of verb also. It means we will. سنبحث عن النباتات. We will look for. النبات. Nabat is simpler, singular rather. Nabat. Nabat, yeah. So nabatun, it means plant. Nabat, it means plant. So it says سنبحث عن نباتات. So نباتات is a plural. جمع المؤنث السالم. والأزهار. الأزهار is a singular of زهرة. Usually the Hausa people they bear his name Zahra. You see Zara, Zara, Zara. But you see Zahra. It's it means a flower. So azhar is a plural. So النادرة is an adjective. الأزهار النادرة الأزهار النادرة. What an adjective. صفة موصوف. So it says we are looking for plants, النباتات, plants, plural of nabat, والأزهار, flowers, plural of زهرة. النادرة is an adjective, so it means rare. نادرة, when something is nadir, nadir, nadira. So it's something rare. So it says we are looking for plants and flowers that are rare, rare plants and flowers. Now it mentioned here, وَسَنَلْتَقِطُ الْتَقَطَ. This is another verb form. We have not talked about that, but please write it down. We'll learn it when we get to the right place of it. الْتَقَطَ. الْتَقَطَ. Yeah, الْتَقَطَ. So وَسَنَلْتَقِطُ. الْتَقَطَ is the past tense verb. الْتَقَطَ. نَلْتَقِطُ. All together. وسنلتقط بعض الصور أيضا. وسنلتقط بعض الصور أيضا. Now, the word التقط sometimes means to pluck. Means it originally means when you pluck something. You pluck a fruit, you pick up something. So, but in this case, it is used for surah, for taking pictures. So it means we are going to snap pictures. We are going to take pictures. Yeah, we are going to take pictures. That's what it means here. Is that okay? So the word itakata, can mean a lot of things. To pick up something, to pluck a fruit, to to find something on the road. You just come across something, suddenly. So, but in this context, don't bother about too many meaning that he has. But focus on this context. What's in the take it to Bible Surah even we are going to take pictures also. So if you want to use it for taking pictures, you say Al-Taqitu Surah. Uridu an Al-Taqitu Surah. I want to snap. Yeah, you can use the word snap. I want to snap picture. Okay, so that's what we have there. To snap something. You take it with a picture, with a camera. So that's one of the meanings that it has. So please focus on this context and remember the way it is used. This is one of its meanings. To take pictures, and it's very correct like that. I want to take a picture, I want to snap a picture, read and al-taqita surah. And it's very correct that way. Okay, so that's for that. You can also use it for plucking fruit. I want to pluck fruit. Read and al-taqita faqiha. I want to pluck a fruit from a tree, whatever. Yeah, so now Ba'da means some. So Ba'd some. We talk about that also. We learned this in our Medina book. So that's that. Surah as-suwar. Take note. Surah is singular. As-suwar. Suratu as-suwar. Suwar. That's the plural of surah. And with a sword. The surah in the Quran chapters is with a sin. Suratun. And it has the same plural, suwar. The only difference is sin. For pictures, it's a sword. And for surahs or chapters in the Quran, it's a sin. And he said wada'an, say bye. Wada'an, bye. That's how to say bye to someone. Wada'an. Sometimes you can say ma'a salama. مع السلامة. Now it says انتبهوا لأنفسكم. انتبهوا means to be careful. انتبه. You can tell someone انتبه, be careful. انتبهي, that's feminine. انتبهوا, plural, be careful. انتبهوا لأنفسكم. So be careful or look out for yourself. So look out for yourself or be careful. You can do that. Now, أنفسكم. أنفس, it means self, it means soul. It's a broken plural of nafs. Let's get that down. It's a broken plural of nafs. Is that taken? Nafsun anfus. Nafsun anfus. So it means soul. It means self. Okay. So now when you attach it to pronouns, this is how it works. When you attach it to pronouns, let's see how it works. You want to say yourself. Nafsuka. Nafsuki. Okay. Nafsi, myself. Please let's take a note. Nafsi, myself. Nafsuka, yourself. Nafsuki, yourself, for feminine. But the moment it is now becoming two, you change it to anfus. You use the plural. Let's take note of that. Anfusukuma, two of you, yourselves. Anfusukuma, yourselves. So when it is two more than one, you use the plural. Anfusukum, and so on and so forth. So please take note of that. So sanaf'al, it says we'll do. Sanaf'al, meaning we will do that. We'll be careful. Now ta'alaya wanzuro. That is what they're supposed to say in the video, but since it is talking about two people, تعالى وانظروا ماذا وجدت. ماذا وجدت. In the video, one of the guys, if you look at the video very well, it's a cartoon. So one of the guys found something and he called the rest of the two, but he said ta'alaw instead. I think I mentioned in the class some Arabic language, some speaking Arabic language speaking countries, they don't use two people. They don't believe that two people. I mean, there is musanna. They believe that plural start from two, and this is, I think, one of the views of uh, some notable Arabic-speaking countries. But it's a very rare view. We Al-Basra, the Basriyun and Kufiyun, they all agree to the fact that there is a dual separately and there is plural separately. But there is another view, okay, from another scholars of those notable Arabic speaking countries. They said two is plural. So whatever is two, they just say, they use plural for it and all of that. So that is what some of these countries still use. So in that, they said ta'ala, talking to two people. Instead of ta'alaya, two people, you have to use alif of two people. Alif is name. And so that's for the sake of this lesson, I changed what they said in video to this because that's what we are learning. We are learning Fusha. The language you are learning is Fusha, so you have to learn that. So ta'ala ya, come here. Wanzura and see. ماذا وجدت, what I found. As opposed to ta'ala wanzuru that they use in the video. I think you understand that, please. So ta'ala ya, that's for two people. Now let's look at this. Ta'al, it means come. Ta'al. Use ta'al for a man, a masculine. Okay? Ta'al. Come. You want to talk to a feminine, you say ta'alay. You say what? Ta'alay. That's the feminine. Come here. For plural, ta'alaw. For dual, ta'alaya. Okay? For Plural feminine is it ta'alayna? Are we together? Please take guess. Let's get the that conjugation properly. Wanzura, unzur, unzuri, unzur, see, unzur, unzuri for feminine, unzuru, unzuru, unzurna. So that's the way you conjugate. You won't get to verb properly. We learn how to conjugate. So all of these things become proper. So mother is what? Wajatu is I found. So what I found. I'll give this as an assignment. Please make sure you do this. For those who have not been submitting assignments, they are compiling their assignments already. I think we have already, is it 2 or 3 assignments we already have? So let's do this one as well, this one. So we have some questions here. Form the masculine and feminine singular of the noun zahibun. Form the masculine and feminine singular of the verb zahibun. Make it singular, make it both masculine. Form it feminine plural. That's the second. Form it feminine plural. Form the masculine and feminine dual. Form the masculine and feminine dual. Number 4, translate the following. I'm going to school. I'm going to the mosque. We are going to work. We are going to the park. We are going to school. We are going to school. Plural. You see, this is plural feminine. This is plural masculine. We are going to the park. Plural, feminine dual. Refrain from that. That is stop that. Plural, feminine and masculine. For both feminine and masculine, you form that. Come here, singular, masculine and feminine. Dual and plural, masculine and feminine. I think you understand that. Come here, you do that for singular, masculine and feminine, and dual and plural, masculine and feminine. So this, we are going to the mosque. Don't use a verb. Use the right word. You pick your answer from number 1. Whatever you get for the singular form and the singular form and the masculine form. The singular for masculine and feminine form is the one you are going to use. I'm going to the masjid. I'm going to school. That is masculine singular. I'm going to the mosque or to mosque. That is feminine singular. Don't use a verb. Use word in this format. Zahibun is a plural, so you change it to singular, masculine and feminine according to question number 1. And these are what you use in your question here. Okay, so please let's try to do that. Shall Please let's try to do that. Let's try to copy the question. And please don't look at the solution. Do it on your own. Now, I mentioned that we are going to have an extra time. And also some of you came late, so it will not be bad if we add extra time. So that we can finish quickly. Are we together, please? Now, we move on to module 14. We are going to module 16. So we try to complete module 14 here. So that means we have 2 more lessons to complete the lesson that we set aside for this term. So the last month of this term is going to be January. So we should finish all 20 chapters, 20 lessons by January, inshallah, and then prepare for the exam. We go on break for by February. So Ramadan is starting by February as well. So, but you're given a assignment project to work on, and we resume maybe in the mid March after Ramadan, mid March after Ramadan, inshallah. Now, let's quickly look at module 14, please. So, in this module, we introduce us to declension, al-i'rab, al-i'rab. Are we together, please? Are we together? I want to know that I have people with me. Are you following?
Please, yes, alright.
Okay, so declension, al-i'rab. So, let me give us the definition of i'rab in Arabic. So, I want you to jot that down. Are you ready? I think everyone has their pen. Are you ready? Are you ready? No one is answering. Are you ready for the dictation? I want to dictate the definition of al-i'rab in Arabic.
Please, yes, already.
Okay, so al-i'rab, I only have one response from one person. So I want to take that for. So I believe everyone can write Arabic, okay? So al-i'rab هو تغيير أواخر الكلمات. الإعراب هو تغيير تغيير أوكي تغيير أواخر الكلمات تغيير أواخر الكلمات يا تبعا تغيير أواخر الكلمات تبعا تبعا that is it تبعا للأوامر تبعا للأوامر تبعا للأوامر للأوامر الداخلة عليها تبعا للأوامر الداخلة عليها. Yes, that's إعراب. الإعراب is هو تغيير أواخر الكلمات تغيير أواخر الكلمات تبعا لتغيير الأوامر الداخلة عليها. I hope you have gotten it down. Please, have you gotten it down?
Please, yes.
Yeah, anyone else? Sister Moti, Sister Jamila, Brother Rufai, have you gotten it down too? I don't think they are with us at all.
I'm not with my writing materials.
Okay. Now, that's the definition in Arabic. Now, in English, we have it here. So, according to what we said, it is the changes that occur to Arabic word endings. That is, تغيير أواخر الكلمات. That sentence defines it. The changes that happens to the Arabic word endings, nouns and verbs, as a result of different factors which come upon it. تبعا للعوامل الداخلة عليه لتغيير العوامل الداخلة عليه. Okay, following the changes of the factor, changes of the different kind of factors that come upon it. So that's what al-i'rab is. So you expect that al-i'rab talks about the changes that happens to the word ending. Why does fatha dhamma change to fatha? Why does kasra change to? Why does fatha change to kasra? Why does alif change to wow? Why does wow change to ya? And all of that. So that's what we have about al-i'rab. So we have two types of it. We have al-i'rab bil-haraka and al-i'rab bil-huruf. Al-i'rab bil-haraka is primary declension. Al-i'rab bil-huruf is secondary declension. One is done with haraka, and we have haraka. Haraka means vowels. Okay? Haraka, by haraka we mean what? We mean vowels. So the fatha, kasra, and dhamma, they are the haraka, especially at the end of a word. Okay? Now the second one is by huruf. The changes that happen by the letters. So the alif, the waw, and the nun. The alif, the waw, and the nun. So those are make sure you read up the note. So now the haraka I mentioned, the fatha, kasra, dhamma. That's what haraka is. Now we have singular words, we have mufrad, and we have plural words. Okay. Now words that you do with your haraka. There are some words that you do the i'rab by the vowels. These are the ones that are listed here. All your singular words, you do it by haraka. All your broken plurals, you do it by haraka. Okay. And then all your found feminine plural, you also do that by haraka. Are we together, please? Now let's look at the 4 cases of إعراب. حالات الإعراب الأربع. We have the رفع case, we have the نصب case, we have the jar case, and we have the jazm case. They are all 4. Nominative case, that's for رفع. Accusative case, that's for حالة النصب. Genitive case, that's for حالة الجر. And jussive case, we have the حالة الجزم. Now, حالة 3 of these 2, nominative, accusative, and genitive. Okay, no, nominative and accusative, they are shared by both nouns and verbs. But halatul jarri is only for noun. Why halatul jazmi is only for verbs? Okay, now look at this. Combined cases between noun and verb. Look at what I wrote here. Combined cases between noun and verb. Halatul rafi, halatul nasbi. Both noun and verb can share in this. Okay, individual cases. Halatul jarri is for noun. Halatul jazmi is for verb. خصص الفعل خصص الاسم بجر كما قد خصص الفعل بأن ينجزم. That's one of these. A noun is subjected to only jar, while a verb is subjected to only judgment. Please, are we following, please? Are we together? Are we together? If we are not together, we may equally stop the lesson. But let's make sure that we are together so that we can achieve this together. Now, although we've done it before, but paying attention will also help you. So for the nominative case, you know what that means for singular. It means you have a dhamma. You have a dhamma. Al-walad saghir. Allahu Akbar. So al-walad with a dhamma, saghir with a dhamma, it's in the halat al-rafa. So we call it marfu. Allahu Akbar, that's a good example. So you call it what? Marfu. Any word that is, any noun that is in the, or verb that is in the rafu case is called marfu. Okay? For an-nasbu, any word that is in the nasbu case is called mansub. And for singular or broken plural, you use fatha for that. Inna Allah ghafurur rahim. Inna Allah. Allah here, ismu inna mansub. Wa alamatu nasbihi fathatun zahira. Ismu inna mansub. بالفتحة. Inna Allah ghafurur rahim. Now, you see, in a case where you have inna, your noun changes to mansub. رأيت الولد الصغير. رأيت الولد الصغير. I saw the small boy. رأيت is a verb. فعل وفاعل is a verb phrase. الولد is مفعول به because it's under the influence of the verb phrase. رأيت, I saw. And الولد has a fatha. Is that it? So that's what happened there. So those are the cases where you have your noun having in a mansub, having a fatha. The third one, al-jibla. When your noun has a kasra. When your noun has a kasra. So asma'ul alam, proper nouns. You have names like now we talked about ones that are dictos, mamnu min as-sarf, mamnu min as-sarf. Ahmad, Umar, Uthman, and all of that, they will not take fatha. They will not take kasra. Feminine names like Aisha, Fatima, Zainab, they will not take kasra either. Broken plurals in the pattern of mafa'il, masajid, mafa'il, mafatih. Okay, when they are without alif lam, and we mentioned some in the Medina book, the ones that are in the pattern of fu'ala, like fuqara, or af'ila, like agniya, asdiqa. Please add that to this. The moment they don't have alif lam, they will not have kasra. But the moment you have alif lam added to them, they become normal. They become normal. They have the kasra. But without the kasra, nouns in the pattern of fu'ala, af'ila, Uthman, fu'la, and all of that. Fu'lan or fa'alan. They will not have this fatha. They will not take a kasra in that case. Is that taken? Do you understand that?
Please, yes.
Okay. So we've come to the end of module 14. So please let's try as much as possible to go through the notes and let's answer the question, the assignment I gave you. Let's try to do that. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will make it easy for us and grant us the knowledge as necessary. So any question before we end the lesson? Yes, any question before the lesson ends, please? So I believe we are all clear. Okay.